One word can describe the entirety of life on our planet's 8-episode run: déjà vu. While watching through the different episodes, you can't help but feeling the niggling itch that you've seen all of this before. And even worse, in better forms elsewhere. Netflix's latest docu-series takes clear inspiration from Planet Earth, Walking with Dinosaurs, and Attenborough's latest sensation, Prehistoric Planet, to produce a show that basically rehashes the same story about Earth's history in a more haphazard and somewhat convoluted manner. The story here basically tells its story in two different lines, the past and the present. Each episode constantly cuts back and forth between these two time periods, trying to juxtapose how life has evolved through a thematic idea of rules of life and evolution as a whole. Unfortunately, the end result is somewhat scattered and feels more like a hyperactive child running between exhibits in a museum without stopping to ask why or really dive into the necessary know-how needed to get the most out of each part. Some of the issues are exacerbated by the narration, which is overly dramatic and littered with hyperbolic statements. With Morgan Freeman in the driving seat, there are unending platitudes, including a particular favorite of, "Everything will change forever." Honestly, take a shot every time a statement like this is made and you'll find yourself drunk before you're even halfway into the series. But then the actual content here isn't much better either. There's no deep science, diagrams, or even explanation around things like why the carbon dioxide levels increase during extinction events. This isn't helped by the aforementioned focus, which is, well, unfocused. That jump between past and present does this absolutely no favors when a more concise, simple timeline of events would have worked a lot more effectively. But then that's the catch-22, isn't it? Because in doing that, you're effectively rehashing what's already been done. Walking with Dinosaurs I already mentioned, but even Walking with Beasts managed to effectively showcase this too. And although the visual effects here aren't bad, this very clearly doesn't have the same budget as Apple TV Plus' project either. But then how do you stand out from a sea of other nature documentaries out there on the same topic? This is entertaining, no doubt, but we've come to expect more from our nature docu-series by now, especially given Netflix have a wealth of these on their own platform. Life on Our Planet is as mediocre and empty as its own title, which ironically isn't even original, given David Attenborough. A Life on Our Planet came out several years back. This one isn't bad, but it's underwhelming and forgettable, which is perhaps even worse.